Alright, we're going to start right where we left off here. We're going to try to work our way through at least the first 10 players, just to review on the FantasyPros 2020 baseball rankings. You take a look at some of these top players, top hitters that the experts have ranked. So basically the strategy here is to kind of go head to head each player, rank them, work our way down, and try to come up with an order that we're going to be happy with here. So, number 1, Acuna, number 2, Trout. Now, for the previous 4+ years, Trout has always been the consensus number 1. So something's changed now. Acuna edged him out. So let's take a look and see if we believe he should actually be there. So, looking at the basic counting stats, they're going to give you 100 runs, 100 RBIs. And the home runs, both hit 40 last year. So that's something to consider. OPS league, batting average league, not a huge difference. So remember, this is 2019, 18, 17 stats. Acuna is only in his second year, didn't play in 2017. That's why those are start out. But look at the batting average for the career. That fourth number here, 285, 305. Not a huge difference. Both pretty solid numbers. But the OPS, this is what stands out to me. Michael Trout, 1,000 career OPS. Let's just look at his individual stats real quick. OPS since 2012 at the age of 20, 963. This is the definition of consistency. If you're in an OPS league, Michael Trout doesn't get any better than that. 1,000 for 3 consecutive seasons, career of 1,000, career average 300. One of the big differences, though, is going to be the stolen bases. Look at Trout. Only 11 last year, only 13 attempts, got caught twice. All right. Now I can see Trout coming back. Giving you 40 homers again. I can see him getting up to 20 stolen bases. So 40-20. Acuna, real shot at a 40-40 season, though. As far as power is concerned, I'm going to give Trout the edge. You got to. And we'll look at some of the advanced stats in just a moment. But Acuna for the speed. And I think, if you're in a keeper league, dynasty league, maybe you're leaning Acuna. A little younger. Really can only get better. Trout is getting up there in age a little bit. What do we got? This is going to be his age 28 season. So still very young, still very good. But, with the speed threat, I think Acuna's got him beat. So let's take a look at this now. Plate appearances. Okay, Acuna batting at the top of the lineup. Mike Trout, he's up there too. They're going to be playing all year as long as they're healthy. They're going to be in the lineup day in, day out. So some big differences here. Walk rate. Trout, that OPS, he's getting on base. He's slugging the ball well, but he's getting on base. Look at this walk rate, 18%. Past 3 seasons, 18, 20, 18%. Acuna hasn't walked as much. Look at the strikeout percentage. It's not really even close. 26% to 20%. Michael Trout is not going to strike out. And let's take a look at the BABIP. So career BABIPs are fairly similar, 343, 348. Obviously, Michael Trout has a much larger sample size. But last year, only 298. I see a big rebound for Trout this year. I think he's going to come back up to near his mean 340 batting averages, balls in play. So, it's hard to imagine, but he can improve on last year. But both are going to be solid options there. And then the WOBA. So we took a look at the OPS, Michael Trout, way ahead in that category. Woba, weighted on base. Michael Trout way ahead. Over 400 for the past 3 seasons, probably more. Let's take a look here. Oh my gosh. Over 400 every full season since age of 20. This is a ridiculous stat right here. You have no idea. All right, so I gotta give Michael Trout the edge with that raw power, this ISO number. Michael Trout's got that too, but the speed, that's people value the steals. Not many people are going to be able to get you close to 40 stolen bases in a season, so that's why people are giving Acuna the edge there. I think the age, the speed, but don't sleep on Trout. Let's take a look at some of these numbers. Fly balls. Michael Trout, almost 50% of the balls in play are going to be fly balls, which is good. I said it last video. I'm looking for fly balls, balls in the air, and balls getting hit hard. Both of them are going to hit the ball hard, mid 40s, upper 40s, hard hit percentage. They're not hitting many softballs, so they're pretty similar as far as batted ball profile there. But the fly balls is a big difference. Okay. And then the home run to fly ball, again, pretty similar. So, but the big difference is he's hitting way more fly balls. It's going to translate to a lot more home runs. All right. So, plate discipline here. Out of zone. Acuna, more susceptible to chasing pitches. And the zone contact, not even close. 80%'s good. That's a good number. But 88, almost 89% in zone contact. Michael Trout, he's going to put the bat on the ball. He's going to put it in play. He's going to be getting hits, getting on base. Let's look at StatCast now. All right. So we said Woba, ex-Woba. Michael Trout way ahead on that. So I like what I'm seeing from Trout here. I'm not a believer that Acuna should be number one so far. And then this launch angle, exit velo. Exit velos are similar. They're going to be above 90, both of these players, but the launch angle, I believe this higher launch angle is going to translate to more home runs. And again, Acuna's young. He's only going to be in his third season in 2020. And look at this, the numbers 12.9, 14.2, trending up. He's making some adjustments, getting that launch angle up. Let's take a look at what Trout did in his early seasons just to compare. See, maybe Acuna's on the same type of trajectory. So StatCast, we only have data back to 2015 from Baseball Savant. But even there, launch angle 14, 12.9, and then he made the jump. He made the jump right here at age 25. And exit velo. Okay, so let's take a look at Acuna at 14, 12.9. 14, 12.9. It's exactly the same. So, maybe Acuna takes that next step. Maybe he jumps up to launch angle 16, 18, pops a few more home runs. They're both getting the barrels. 9.2. Anything above 9, I really like. 11. So, if we're talking about keepers, we're talking about dynasty, I'm gonna lean Acuna, but just in general, especially OPS league, you gotta take Trout number one. He's gotta be my number one player there. So I'm gonna go to my ranking tab here, like Trout. For now. So let's go take a look at FantasyPros now. Yelich is going to be the next player we look at. So I know Trout is better than Acuna. So now we have to say, is Yelich better than Acuna? Okay, that's going to be our process here. And if he is, then we got to say Yelich versus Trout. And we got to do all these permutations to make sure we're finding the best of the best. So actually, let me clear this. I'm going to keep Mike Trout on here just for reference, just because his numbers are so good. Okay. So Christian Yelich and Ronald Acuna, I see a lot of similarities in these players. They're going to give you the power. They're going to give you the speed. Okay. So, if you're looking at numbers from last year, Yelich really outperformed Acuna in a lot of areas, especially OPS. He hit the snot out of the ball. Acuna did very well too. And I think people who have Acuna over Yelich is the same thing with Trout. The younger talent, you're only expecting him to get better. And with Christian Yelich, I am a little hesitant. I'm thinking, I don't see Yelich getting much better than this, but I can see Acuna getting much better. But let's go take a look at some of these numbers. So the counting stats are all fine to look at, but I want to look more at some of the advanced statistics. Stolen bases, they're going to be there for both players. One thing I'm really impressed with, 30 stolen bases last year, only 2 caught stealing. That's an amazing ratio for Christian Yelich. All right, so plate appearances. Now get this. Yelich, look at these counting stats. 44 home runs, 97 RBIs. At the beginning of the year, he was on an insane pace for these counting stats. He had 135 less plate appearances than Acuna, more home runs. Yelich was on pace to get close to, he could have been hitting up to 60, mid 50s, upper 50s for home runs. But we're going to get to his home run rate and how I think I still can't believe it's sustainable, but we'll get there. Walks, Yelich, able to draw a few more walks, not quite at Trout level, but he's not striking out. I like that for Yelich. He's going to be putting the bat on the ball. That's a plus for Yelich there. The BABIP, both have high career BABIPs, 340s, 350s. So, not worried about that. Woba, ISO, pure power. Yelich outdoing Ronaldo Acuna here. And then the speed. All right, let's take a look at batted ball profile. So, fly balls, they're nothing insane like Trout's 50% here. So let's take a look at the home run, the fly ball, though. This is what's crazy. Just under 10% is league average. Yelich, 33% of his fly balls are traveling out of the park for a home run. That is a crazy, crazy stat. And let's see, hard hit, 50%. That's insane as well. Yelich makes solid contact, and we're going to see it in the StatCast values as well at the end of this. So, but this is the problem. In 2008, in that second half, Yelich really, really broke out, had that insane pace to end the season. Going into last season, Fantasy Baseball 2019, everyone was a little bit worried. Some of the experts were saying Yelich expects some regression. He cannot keep up this 35% home run to fly ball rate. That's insane. The year before, he was only 15%. Career average of 23%. How is he doing this? How is he able to sustain this? One of the things I like looking at for Christian Yelich is that he's always made solid contact. Look at average exit velo. He's always had it, even when he's 23 years old. We go back to his WOBA. Check out this WOBA from age 21. He's been legit. Took a huge leap in 2018, but these are not mediocre numbers here. He's always had that. And look at the ISO jumped way up. That's insane. But look at this hard hit percentage. That came up too. It's really hard to describe. But he's always made solid contact. He's someone who's always going to put the ball in play. Upper 80s, low 90s. That's elite. It's Trout level. So, let's keep working through these zone contact, like I just mentioned. Yelich has got the upper edge there as well. The X-Boba off the charts. Launch angle. He doesn't have as much of a launch angle as some of the other players. Not as high as I'd like it to be, but he's still getting the home runs. The exit velo is elite, 93, 92 miles per hour, and the barrels are there. Ultimately, though, all these numbers are really good for Yelich, but I'm still in the mindset that I don't think I don't think that he can continue hitting 30% home run to fly ball. I think that that's a ridiculous pace. And let's say this. Let's just do a quick estimation. Batted ball events, he had 374 last year. So, that's way too big. All right, so he had 374 batted ball events last year, and 36% of those were fly balls. And then his rate is 32% home runs. So if you multiply this by 32, 33%, you're going to get about his 44 that he hit last year. So let's say he regresses. Let's say he goes to pedestrian Trout level from last year, 26%. You're looking at 35 home runs. That's a solid number, but that's about 10 less than what he actually hit. With Acuna though, you're having a more stable home run to fly ball, and he hit over 40 as well. I like that. So the fact that I'm fearing Yelich could regress a bit and Acuna might progress, I gotta keep Acuna over Yelich. So let's go ahead. Let's go back to the ranking sheet for now. Let's put Ronald there. Christian Yelich at 3 for now. But no slouch. If you're in a snake draft or a non-auction draft and you have a top 3 pick, you're going to be leaving that first round smiling, knowing you're going to get one of those 3 players. So let's go ahead and see who's next. Mookie Betts is going to be next. Let's take a look at him. Mookie Betts. So I'm just going to jump out and tell you some things that I love about Mookie Betts, and we're comparing him directly to Christian Yelich right now. The WOBA, when he had his MVP season, phenomenal. I mean, 380 WOBA is still very, very good. Let's take a look here. The speed. Mookie's got the speed. Look at the stolen bases, though. Last year, only 16, but only caught 3 times. Mookie, he's going to be, as long as he's hitting at the top of the order, number 1, number 2, he's going to get those stolen base opportunities. I see him continuing to run. I don't see a Trout going 20s and then 11. I see Mookie getting that 20 stolen bases again this year. OPS, Mookie's good for that as well. So let's see. So pure ISO, Yelich has got the power. He's got the power advantage. And we just talked about Yelich's home run to fly ball rate. Mookie's is fairly low, 13%. It's above league average though. And he's hitting a decent amount of fly balls, 43%. I love to see that. Ground balls are fairly low as well, lower than Acuna's and Yelich. So he's hitting the ball solid, line drives, fly balls, and he's hitting the ball hard, about the same as Mike Trout from last year. So that's good. Anytime you can match Mike Trout. This is where Mookie really shines. Out of zone swing, 21%. Mookie's eye is elite. He's not chasing. In zone contact, 93.7%. Not many guys are going to be doing this. Mookie's going to put the ball in play. And with his BABIP, he has an excellent career BABIP. He's going to put the ball in play, which means he's going to get hits. He's going to be on base. Lots of opportunities for runs. He was a run king last year in 2019. He's going to have lots of opportunities for runs, stolen bases. If he remains with Boston, if we got to wait on that news, he's going to have a lot of RBI opportunities too. It's a good lineup. Still going to be a good lineup. See WOBA, ex-WOBA, not bad. 380 WOBA, over 400 ex-WOBA last year. So it's 2 seasons in a row over 400, same as Yelich. Yelich doesn't have a huge advantage there, but this is what I love. Mookie didn't have as much hard hit contact as Yelich, but he has that launch angle. Let me go back. I want to review the fly balls. don't remember. Did he have? He had way more fly balls, and that's because of this launch angle. He has a launch angle where I like it. If you're able to have the launch angle and have an elite exit velo, which Mookie has, Mookie's exit velo better than Acuna's and Trout's. Not as good as Yelich's, but the launch angle. I love Mookie for that. I think Mookie's deserving to be top 5 for sure. We'll see the players that come up next, but he's going to make solid contact. Barrels on the StatCast only 7.4. Not too concerned about that because he has elite in-zone contact percentage, elite exit velo. He's got the speed. He's got the launch angle. All the things that I'm personally looking for as far as what I believe are good indicators for a very, very strong hitter in the league. So Mookie, I'm not going to give him the edge over Yelich because I believe Yelich is going to hit more home runs and steal more bases than Mookie, but Mookie is very, very solid. I would feel very safe taking him as my first round pick. So for now, I'm just going to place him as number 4. All right, let's finish this up real quick. Let's just do a top 5 for this video. Who do we got next? Cody Bellinger. I love this kid. Absolutely love this kid. So we're going to compare him directly with Mookie. See if we believe that he should be ranked number 5 or we're moving him up. Bellinger is a fairly young kid in the league. Believe that he has 3 seasons under his belt now. This is going to be season 4. Just confirm that, yeah. And look at this. We just took a look at some of Mookie's numbers, so we can kind of focus on Bellinger for a second. OPS, career over 900. These are some of the things that I like to do. If we look at the plate appearances, Cody Bellinger, 660 plate appearances. Career. Cody Bellinger has half of the career plate appearances as Mookie, 1,800, 3,600. Let's look at some of these career numbers then. Home runs, 111 to 139. That's Mookie does not have double the amount of home runs that Cody has. It's almost equal. He's had half the plate appearances. That's crazy to think about. RBIs as well. He's outpacing Mookie, and he's young. I think Bellinger is gonna get better as well. He's like Acuna. He's young. He's gonna be getting better. He's got a beautiful swing. As far as stolen bases, see, this is one big difference. He had 15 stolen bases last year, Bellinger did, but got caught 5 times. It's a 75% success rate. So I don't know if LA is going to continue to let him run. If he makes some improvements, at a young age, maybe he'll be a little smarter on the base pass, be able to get better jumps. But his power is elite, and we're going to take a look at that. No one's going to do much better than Mookie on K percentage because he has that 94% in-zone contact rate. But Bellinger's pretty darn close, 16% Ks. And a kid this young, that's very impressive. Very impressive. The WOBA. Bellinger's going to have a small advantage there as well. Let's see. ISO, just the raw power number from last season. Bellinger was ridiculous. I think you remember him and Yelich were in the chase for most of the season for NL MVP. And the speed, Mookie's got him beat on the speed. I do feel more confident Mookie's going to get 20 stolen bases than Bellinger. Bellinger's going to get you over 10. I would believe that. Let's take a look at this. I like the fly balls. They're about the same here. Not much of a difference. In the hard hit contact, Bellinger jumping out. And I think that that's translating to this home run to fly ball rate. About the same amount of fly balls, but Bellinger's got almost double the home run to fly ball rate from last year alone. And for career home run to fly ball, for 3 seasons, Bellinger has 21%, almost 22%. That's Mike Trout's career average. That's that's something good. That's a good sign for a young player in Bellinger. I'm really liking Bellinger's power here. He's going to provide some speed, and he's got tremendous power. Can match almost anyone in the league. Uh, and then you look at the zone contact. Like I said, Mookie is elite there. Bellinger's been improving though. I like the mid upper 80s as elite status, but he's better than Acuna. He was better last season. Batted ball. Well, let's take a look. Xwoba, not a huge difference. If your Xwoba's over 400, you're doing something very well. But this is also similar, but I love seeing it. Bellinger, 16, 17-degree launch angle. And that exit velo, he's improving. He's over 90% now. Mookie's been over 90 for 2 years. But Bellinger's hitting barrels, squaring it up. And he's young. He's so young. So, especially in an OPS league, it's the same as Acuna. Keepers, dynasties, I'm taking Bellinger. I'm taking Acuna. They might be 1-2 in those kind of leagues. But looking Mookie and Bellinger head to head, I'm going to take Bellinger for this year. There's some question mark. If the draft was today, there's some question mark about bets. There's some news coming out. Maybe he'll be traded to the Padres, and there's the whole thing that going to San Diego, you're not going to hit as well. It's a pitcher's ballpark. So, some real concerns there. But, this power that Bellinger's been exhibiting since he broke out back in 2017, it's real power. And I want a piece of that. So I'm going to put Bellinger over Betts. And then the next question is going to be, if I put Bellinger over Betts, I got to compare Bellinger and Yelich. Can I put him over Yelich? And looking at that, I can't, because Yelich has that power and speed combo. So I'm going to keep the top three solidified, but I'm going to move Bellinger above Betts in my ranking. So let me put that in. And for now, that's going to be my top 5 for now. So in the next video, we're going to take a look at the next players on the list. Lindor, Story, Turner, Arenado, Bregman. We'll see how many we can get through. I don't want to drag these videos on for too long. I want to keep them towards the shorter end. So, all right, we'll see you next time.